Once upon a time, fairy tales weren't so magical. They were filled with dark, eerie, and often gruesome elements that would make you shiver. These tales were not just stories for children, but were meant to convey moral lessons and warnings. Fairy tales like Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, and Snow White are beloved today, but their origins are much darker. These stories have been passed down through generations, evolving over time to become the sanitized versions we know today. Take Cinderella, for instance. In the Brothers Grimm version, Cinderella's stepsisters are punished with blindness for their cruelty. They go to extreme lengths to deceive the prince, even mutilating their own feet to fit into the glass slipper. Not quite the happy ending we're used to. The original tale is a stark reminder of the consequences of envy and deceit. Then there's Little Red Riding Hood. The first versions were far from child-friendly. The story was a cautionary tale about the dangers lurking in the woods and the importance of obeying one's parents. In some tales, Red Riding Hood meets a tragic fate with no hero to save her. The wolf often represents a predatory figure, and the story ends with Red Riding Hood being devoured. Imagine telling that to your kids before bedtime. These stories were meant to instill fear and caution, not to comfort. Snow White's story, too, has dark elements of envy and murder. The evil queen's jealousy drives her to attempt to kill Snow White multiple times, each attempt more sinister than the last. In the original tale, the evil queen's fate is gruesome. She's punished with red-hot iron shoes. She is forced to dance in them until she dies. A brutal end for her wickedness. That's a far cry from the singing animals and happy endings we see today. Modern adaptations have softened these tales, making them more suitable for children and family entertainment. Fairy tales have evolved, but their haunting origins still linger in our stories. The dark themes and moral lessons are still present, though often hidden beneath layers of whimsy and fantasy. The magic has softened, but the shadows remain. These stories continue to captivate us, reminding us of the thin line between light and dark, good and evil. Like, share and subscribe for more fascinating folklore. Dive deeper into the origins of your favorite tales and discover the dark secrets they hold.